Well, this is gonna be actually a really short video this time. I had a camera issue. Well, it wasn't a camera issue, it was a SD card issue on race day. So I did manage to get one clip of me talking pre-race about the conditions and stuff and what my goal was. And we'll start there and then come right back to a little bit of a recap and look at what's next. So it's race day, half marathon. Just got here, just picked up all of my pre-race packet stuff. Got the bib, got the shirt, and it is super cold. It is super windy. So, should be a fun one. I haven't gone over goals yet on the channel. And, my goal is to finish in under an hour and 45 minutes. I've been training towards that. I've been training specifically for that. Next Saturday for a marathon, I don't have a time goal. It's just to finish. But for this one, I've been doing well enough where I think I could push myself, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go get ready for the race and see if we can meet that pace. So as you can probably see, the sun's starting to come out a little bit. I'm trying to get this race bib on better. I don't want it on my shirt. I just want it on my pullover. But it's like comically windy out here. And like when the wind's not blowing, the temperature is fine. But we're starting beside a lake. And when the wind blows on that lake, holy moly. It's a joke. It's hilarious. I've always read that you're supposed to dress for 10 degrees warmer than you expect it to be. And well, it says it's 50. So if it would get to 60, I'd be pretty happy about that. But the other day I did a 22 miler to prepare for the marathon, and I ran the first 11 in a rain jacket, actually, in temperatures that were similar to this. So I am in a pretty good spot to run with a pullover on the whole race and not have any worries about over. Okay, so that was all I was able to film on race day. But I really, really enjoyed the half marathon distance. I think that's the first thing I want to start with, is how much I enjoyed that race. It's under 2 hours. It's a long distance, but you're still able, at least for me, at my current level, I'm able to run hard. And that's what I liked about the 10K, was I could push myself, but it wasn't such a short race. The 5K was fun, but it's almost not even worth the drive unless you're trying to set a PR or you're there for whatever the cause may be you really enjoy supporting, in which case that's always worth it. So the half marathon that I did was half uphill, half downhill. None of it was actually flat. It was all uphill to start and all downhill to finish, which if it had been the opposite, that'd have been really, really difficult. And it still was hard, but I did meet my goal. I actually beat it by quite a bit. I was shooting for under 1:45, or 1 hour and 45 minutes. And based off my training, I really thought it was going to be very close. It was going to be a near thing. And I got 1:37.13. So I beat it by almost 8 minutes. And to me, that is nuts. My watch told me that my average was a 7-minute, 22-second pace per mile. And that's much faster than I would have expected. But the course was the best part. It started on the road, you ran uphill, you got to where the road ended, and it was gravel. And I didn't know that was going to happen. And my biggest concern when that happened was, I'm wearing Ons. And if you've run in Ons that are not made for trail, you know how bad they pick up gravel. Things get stuck. I was like, I'm going to have to stop every 100 yards to get gravel out of my shoes, or my feet are going to get destroyed. Didn't happen once. It did not happen a single time. And maybe thinking about that happening helped me pass the time. Once we got off the road, there was 2 guys I was running with, and it was really, it was a good conversation. We all had similar time goals, and we just kind of crushed it. I think that's where I made up the time, was having those guys, because they were motivating. We were all running together, but also like mainly like, it was a distraction. I wasn't looking at my watch. I was just cruising with them because they had similar time goals, and so we were doing great. And then with about 1.5 miles left is where I really felt it kicking in, and I thought we were at the end. We had to go past the turn to go to a turnaround to then go back to the last final straightaway, and I was like, oh man, the mental aspect of thinking you were getting to the home straight and then having to go past it, just I almost wasn't prepared for that, the shock of thinking I was done and actually not being done. But I was able to finish strong, yeah, while we were on the gravel road, you're going through a little bit of a national forest, and we ran through 4 different groups of bear hunters, which was really cool. I kind of caught up with the group in front of me that were sticking to just a barely faster pace. They did pull away from me at the end, but I was able to run with them for a while, and I think that may be why I hit the wall. I just got ahead of myself. I do that. I would say I don't do good with nobody running with me, but I hold a pace better. But then I run with people that are going quicker than I want to, and I realize I can handle it. So there's a balance there. I think that's my favorite distance that I've raced so far. Obviously I've got more distances coming. Got one more race running, and then I start training for some new disciplines such as biking and swimming, because we're looking at triathlons next. But that's getting ahead of myself a little bit, because I've got one more race to run, and that is the marathon. And that's happening in 3 days. So this is the last episode of Project Half Marathon, and this has been the most fun training for this, I think. I don't know, I've enjoyed all of it, but this is the one I'm doing now. So today it's the one that's the most fun to me. And then we got a marathon, and I have no time goals for the marathon. It is simply hope that I've done what I need to build to be able to run that distance. I've done a 20, I've done a 22, I've done quite a few 15s. But yeah, that's where this all started, was wanting to do a marathon. And I kind of really liked watching people do show their triathlon training on YouTube, and that's where I got the idea to add that next. So this is a big one for me, and I'm very excited, very nervous. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know what I've been saying. There is no turning back. I've signed up. I've got the plans in place. I'm gonna go do it. So that's it for Project Half Marathon. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. It's been a whole lot of fun for me. And Project Marathon is coming up next, and I believe that's gonna be a 1 episode. It's gonna be pre-race, race day, post-race, just one video. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.